Now, big news for the Chicago Bears. They made another trade. They made a trade for Jonah Jackson, giving up their 2025 upcoming draft 6th-round pick to get a serviceable left guard, to get a serviceable guard that has familiarity with Ben Johnson. And this time around, it's, a guy that has connection with Ryan Poles. Joe Thuney, during his time with the Chiefs, when he was brought in from the Patriots to come to the Chiefs, Ryan Poles was a part of that staff and helped cultivate that move. So it makes sense bringing Joe Thuney in. Trey Smith, that was the guy we wanted. The franchise tag got put on him to stay with the Chiefs, and people, were like, hey, the Chicago Bears could still trade for Trey Smith. Nah. They went and got Joe Thuney, which Joe Thuney arguably is probably the best guard in the NFL. Just 32 years old, gonna be 33 in November. It cost him a 4th-round pick in the 2026 draft. So really, this is a good price to get one of the best guards in football, and a guy that you could plug in right now at left guard and just be dominant and just change your offense line and from ass to really good. A 360 change, getting a piece like this will do that for you. And if you're in the group of people that are worried about, the draft picks, we're giving up a 6th-round draft pick in this year's class. This is a deep class. We're giving up a 4th-round pick for a 32-year-old. Well, the Bears still have in this upcoming draft, this deep draft class. They have the most important picks in the best value pool. You have still pick 10, you still have pick 39, you still have pick 41 and 72. You have 4 picks in the first 3 rounds. You're still in a good area to, get talented players at all positions. Best player available now with this mindset after these 2 trades. But more on Joe Thuney. This is a guy that has a 90.2 pass block grade since 2021. He's given up 7 sacks in the last 5 seasons. 3,327 pass snaps, only given up 7 sacks. And he's only missed 2 games in the last 9 seasons. So this is an Iron Man, Mikal Bridges type of player, type of offensive lineman. And he's a 4-time All-Pro. Was just an All-Pro last season and the season before, so back-to-back seasons. Last season's awards for Offensive Player of the Year, he was 10th in voting for that, which is crazy. Just how important he is to the Chiefs offense, integral part of, their championship pushes, integral part of the championship pushes for the New England Patriots when he was on the Patriots. So it makes you wonder, why did the Chiefs move off of him? Just simply because age, and they're in cap hell as well. But just getting rid of a player like that was so important in this last season, so important to them making it to the Super Bowl. I mean, you look at left tackle, it was abysmal production from that position. They moved him to left tackle, and he held the fort pretty well, holding his own against guys like Myles Garrett, some of the best pass rushers in the NFL. They didn't have to worry about anything putting him at left tackle. Obviously, in the Super Bowl, it was a masterclass performance from the Eagles defensive line, but it could have looked a lot worse if Joe Thuney wasn't out there. He's going to provide great leadership to this team. He's been there, done that type of player. He's going to be a voice of this offensive line. That's something the Bears lacked. They didn't have a lot of veteranship. They didn't have that veteran vocal leader. And with a young rookie quarterback, you need that kind of presence. Coleman Shelton was supposed to be that, but really wasn't. So you plug him in at left guard over Tevin Jenkins, replacing his, ass not being able to play, missing a lot of games, the games he missed, and then the games he did play, he was always out with the injury, not able to finish those games. So you plug in a more durable guy, a veteran guy that's been around, blocked for Patrick Mahomes, blocked for Tom Brady, has been coached by Bill Belichick, has been coached by Andy Reid, some of the best coaches in NFL history. So he's been around championship teams multiple times. 6 Super Bowl appearances he's been. Like I said, he won 4 Super Bowls, so he knows what it takes to win. So this is the type of piece you bring in to set the standard, to set the tone, and I think he'll do that very much. Will be huge for helping Caleb develop and help him be where he needs to be. And this is that guy to bring in to improve your run offense. The Bears couldn't run the ball last year, struggled every game, damn near. Swift struggled, offense line inconsistencies, but Joe Thuney is gonna improve that immensely. Even Jonah Jackson too on the other side. That's going to be a big help for the Bears. And this is like that kind of guy you want to bring in to shore up things and that guy to help you run the ball. This move shows that you want to run the ball. You want to physically impose your will on the defense. You want to run it down teams' throats, and Joe Thuney is that guy to bring in. It's a $16 million cap hit bringing him in, and potentially he could be up for a 2-year, $41 million extension, something I saw swirling around online. The Bears reportedly are going to try to get an extension done with him. They're going to try to get something in the works to free up some more cap space, get an extension done with him, get him locked down for 2 more years, and help them get some more cap space to spend more money on Monday. So expect an extension to be done before Monday. That's the word floating around. But 79.9 PFF grade in 2024, 82 pass block grade in this season, 1 penalty on 1,100 snaps, 0 sacks allowed, team leader. You're getting it all with this guy. And Thuney's allowed a 3.3% pressure rate since 2020. Just the production from him has been great. Top 5 offensive lineman in his generation, damn near. He's just been phenomenal everywhere he's been. So really excited about this move. Ryan Poles is bringing in guys that are going to be proven. This is as safe as it gets. And Jonah Jackson, obviously, there's a little more concern with that because how he played with the Rams, the injuries, but was a Pro Bowler with Ben Johnson. So I really like bringing guys in that have familiarity to somebody in the building. If you don't like what you're seeing in the free agency class, you don't want to throw a bag to a Mekhi Becton who only has 1 year on his resume, really, of consistent production, and that's with him being in the perfect situation. Will Fry's coming off a broken tibia. If you don't like what you're seeing from some of those guys that are available, Aaron Banks is expected to get paid like $18 million. So if you don't like what you're seeing with that, go get safe bets. Let's go get familiarity. Let's go build some continuity on this offensive line. So I really like the start Ryan Poles has had to free agency in this offseason. This could be the best offensive line he's built, in his tenure, and this is the best offensive line potential we've had ever. I mean, you look at Joe Thuney being all-pro, being a Pro Bowler. This is the first Bears offensive lineman Pro Bowler since 2018, Cody Whitehair. First all-pro since 2006, Olin Kreutz. Come on.
But I would want him to get an extension done with, Keenan Allen. I would want him to stay with the Chicago Bears for maybe 2 or 3 more years because he's coming off his best season last year with the Chargers.